Unk Uja Seneb. Life, liberty, prosperity. Yet another decree stolen from you and me. The ancestors of the Nile Valley left us other messages too, like let food be your medicine, and let your medicine be food.
Why is food and drugs under the same administration? They putting drugs in the food to keep money accumulating now. They like to call it additives and preservatives, slowly killing everybody that purchase it. Can you pronounce what's on the back of the label? Then that shit we need to keep off our dinner table now. The food is what's fueling these diseases, paying rich doctors all these medical fees, but they never cure you, they just keep you in need. Cut you open for surgery and let your pockets bleed. See, we got away from what we used to eat. We forgot we were kidnapped and forced to eat meat. We ate from the earth, so we communicated with it. We cut the conversation, now check the situation. See, blacks the leaders in heart disease, cancer. We give them money like pills is the answer. Damn, I'd be wrong if I didn't pass the info. Hormones in the food got you thinking like a nympho. Wonder why all these young girls so thick, like a baseball player. Steroids is it. They got it in the vegetables, the fruit, the meat, and all the fast food they be selling in the street. It's a war going on, and our diet must reflect it. We all got the power, we just gotta direct it. Neglected never. Refer to the meta nature that Hotep's the father of medicine.
Come on, son. Warning. Side effects may include bloating of the brain cells, activation of dormant DNA, third eye vision, and subsequent loss of religion. Propensity to use words like crack or small hat. Please consult the metaphysician before ingesting.
Yeah.
Wow. You keep trusting the enemy with your well-being, black man, black woman. What is it you're not seeing? Deaf, dumb, blind, and sick, all the while slaving to keep them rich. Wake up and read the label.
Yeah. Tell that cracker keep them crumbs on his table.
Check this.
All the doctors get a financial kickback. They diagnose you, prescribe this, prescribe that. Never once mention any side effect. The pharmaceutical company keeps sliding them checks. Yo, they falsifying tests so you'll believe you got the bug. Tax you monthly to keep you buying drugs. Try to pass natural remedies to your people in the slums. The FDA is suit up, come after you with guns. Medicinal mobsters, all about the funds. A country on drugs, keep the population dumb. We got the information, but what we gonna do? Die from mad cow or the avian flu? I try so hard to stay away from man-made. Wrong foods revert mentality back to slave. Fluoride in your water just to make you behave. Wrong food revert mentality back to slave. Black community filled up with stop, shop, and save. Wrong food revert mentality back to slave. We gotta grow our own food, agriculture's our trade. Wrong food revert mentality back to slave.
Wrong food will revert your mentality black to slave. Pan-Africanism. This is protected by the red, the black, and the green. With the key, sissy. Fist up, y'all. Fist up, y'all. Fist up, y'all. Take this back, y'all. Who's got the sound, y'all? Who's got the sound, y'all? Who's got the stand, y'all? Who's got the sound with y'all? The same love all y'all. What's up? We love all y'all. Down is down, we love all of y'all. Down is down, we love the bullshit science has been here. Straight up, they can't stop the realness. The forward to this.
I love you. All the way from B-Boy. That's right. Give it up, give it up.
Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing.